Hello guys, welcome back. So last video we have seen that a lot of functional interface example, okay, and also I was talking about int to double functions, right? So let's say whatever int to double functions you have, let me write one more example, okay, a into a, okay, and this is second, so it will just do a multiply, and let's see that what is the output. So what I'm going to do here is, let's say, okay, this is my input to this function. Now let's see that what output will get integer to double. If you look at here, I'm not doing that any typecast because this will be taken care by the method itself. Apply as double method. See here, this is your double data type 5.8491904e to the power 7. So this is your double data type, right? So hope you are clear. Now similar to integer functions, double functions, we have something called long function. Okay, so let me create one more class called long function. So here what happens is, in case of long functions, let me write a long functions first. Okay, if you look at, this is also available in the Java util package, and when you go inside the long functions like double functions and integer functions, you also have a method called apply method. Again here the long functions, from that long functions you can get the output based on the object which you supply in the angle bracket. Okay, and also here the apply method will give you the same object what you have supplied in the angle bracket, right? So let's see that with the example so that you will understand better. Let me write here a string. Okay, what I want output as a string. Create a reference, and then it is a long function, so just write function arrow mark, and then what I will do is I will write a string dot value of, you know that it will give you a string object, and then what I'm going to do is whatever functions I have, I'm going to multiply by 2. Okay, clear? So if you look at here, why it is complaining? Any issue here? Okay, v should be a small, method name should start from the small letter. Now let me make a main method and make this as a static. Then we have print statement dot apply, and then what I will do is I will write some data. Okay, if you run this code, you are getting this output, right? You are getting this output. So from long functions, in fact you can write here L, so this will be long. Okay, you will not think this as an integer, this is long. So you can see that from long you are getting a string. The problem here what happens is, you might be getting confused like why I'm saying that it is the string, because when you go and store the output of this apply method, okay, go and store the output. See here, what is the return type of this apply? A string, because when you are creating a function in angle bracket, your expectation is your output should be a string. When it is a string, your apply method will give you the same output, right? So you can see that how from long functions I'm able to convert a string. Same thing I can do from the long functions, I can convert to double. Okay, I can go and I can just write here double, right? And what I will do is I will write functions into 2, no problem. What I need to do that is I need to cast this with double, and this will work fine. I will not get any issue, right? So you understood how from long functions you can get the data based on what you supply in the angle bracket, right? Similarly, you have seen that earlier I spoke about double to int functions, then I spoke about int to double functions. Similarly, we have long to double. So in the long to double, you don't need to supply the output in the angle bracket. So what I'm trying to say that is, when you go for that functional interface long to double, okay, so let me write one functions first here, long to. So you can look at here, what are the functions you have? You have long to integer functions as well as you have long to double functions. I will take both the example and I will explain you so that you don't have any problem. Both are present in the Java util package. Click on this guy, click on control, click on this. So when you go inside, see here, represent a functions that accept a long value argument and produces a double result. So no matter what it is, your output is going to be double. Okay, clear? You will expect long, but your output is going to be double. So here I don't need to mention what output I want in angle bracket, because this method itself internally does the same thing. And where is the implementations for this method? The implementations is whatever functions you write in your Java file, that is the implementations for this apply as double method. So let's see that how this works. Sorry, what happened? Long to double functions. Sorry. Yeah. So since it is a function, when everything is a functions, whatever I discussed till now, if I'll do here functions dot 9.0, right, what is the output I will get? By default I will get double, so I don't need to do typecast. Got my point? I don't need to do typecast. So what I will do here is, if I have to test this in the same main method, I will go and I will write here apply y. Okay, it need to be static, then only I can call without object reference apply as a double, and let's see, let me supply 7. Okay, let's run this program. This is your output. So your output is double automatically. Similarly, whatever functions you have designed, you have one more functions called long to int. Okay, function, and you can write here. So I can take the same example, not going to change it. What I will do here is I will typecast this to the long, cannot convert long to integer. Okay, sorry, it is a long to integer, right? So it should be like this. And so this data type is double. I am going to convert long to integer, right? So basically this should not be just right fun, okay, because the moment you divide by some data, it will not be any more a long. So your expectation is you want to convert from long to integer, right? So here I was forcefully changing to double, that I should not do that. Okay, okay, now let's run this. Same output, apply as integer. So what is the output here? 7, right? Whatever data you have just converted to integer. I can do one more thing. I can write here L, which means my data is long now. This data is long now. This is not anymore integer. And then if I will run this, my output is going to be integer. See here, this is integer. Why I am saying that this is integer? Because when you go and when you store this output of this method into a variable, your output return type is going to be integer. Clear? So what we learned here? We learned here long functions, and as well as we also seen that two custom functional interface, I call it, because here you have a custom method which will do job for you. You can apply as a double, you can do apply as a int. The same thing you can do via this also by using long functions, but here you need to supply the type of object you are expecting. But here what happens is that is also more simplified. Here I don't need to supply the type of object. What I can do that is I can just need to create the functions for the right functional interface, right? Hope this is clear for you. So whatever we were learning till now, the functions, long functions, integer functions, double functions, double to integer, right? Integer to double, long to double, long to integer, right? We have something called double by functions, right? So what is that two double by functions? We will try to understand. One more thing, whatever we have seen till now, all the functions is taking one argument and it is giving you the output. All the functions actually, if you look at it, accept only one argument, whatever we have learned till today, till now. Okay, because in all these functions we were supplying only one argument, but now let's say you have a requirement where you need to supply more argument and you need to get the output. How do you do that? So for that we have a separate functional interface altogether, and we will see that. Better I'll start with a fresh video. There I'll start with two double by functions. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this.